Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play EU4 Mandate of Heaven, and this episode we will, in fact, become Japan. I'm very excited for that. We can finally go ahead and annex our last two remaining vassals, which we are doing now. We're burning through our Diplo power fast, because we're annexing them really fast. We have, what's our current Diplo rep? 4.7, very good. Now, one's going to finish before the other, but that's okay. Another manufacturer just finished, and I think that was our last manufactory. It's good for income, though. Wintering among the natives. Okay, an opinion boost. That's fine. We might be going above our force limit as we soak these guys in. We'll see how that goes. Colonists are going overseas. We only have 2 colonies on the go right now, but that's because our colonists are mostly just traveling. Discovering some more agents. We've got 1,000 gold. You are mostly repaired, so I'm going to go ahead at this point and spend some more of my Diplo power. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and get another explorer here. I guess I could have gotten from one of the factions, but that's okay. Explore. Yeah, you've got more stuff to do. I want you to do the Northeast Pacific Sea, because we're probably going to want to do some colonial stuff over there, and we need that revealed. Okay, so you do wait until you're prepared to go. All right, that's good. Annexing is moving along. We're still sucking up to people all over the world here. We've got a handful of tributaries. They're giving us a few more admin points. Not much, but some. It's something. And yeah, we're going to start colonizing these little islands here. Just because it actually will make it a lot easier for us to circumnavigate the globe. And it blocks some of the European stuff, which is interesting. Also gives us maybe new neighbors that we can tributize. And that's kind of interesting to consider as well. Still lost in mind in space. I still don't know if we should be doing something with the trade. It's so tricky and weird. And the fact that we're non-contiguous and we're sort of at one end of the trade as opposed to the other. But yeah, the other thing we're going to do is figure out where this trade, the one that can come into Nippon over here, which I guess there's a way for us to find out incoming from Mexico. So we want a presence in Mexico. Integration, done. We want a presence in Mexico and that trade node. Where is it? Right over here is the Mexican trade node. Although it's kind of full, but we can get a toehold here and we might want to ward take over this stuff because then the Mexican trade can all come towards us, which is great. Couple of royal marriages coming in. That's interesting. Now, Tidor is one of the places that we have tributized. Pazai, I think, is well worthwhile. We're going to say yes to that. Tidor, maybe not so much. Although, could we just... If they were in our tributary, I wonder if we could have diplo-vassalized them. Unless they're too far behind. They're not too far behind, though. Because I can't tributize them now. How's my relationships? 3 of 4. You know what? Let's marry you. And I'm going to break this tributary. You'll probably... I assume it's going to give you some sort of negative thing, but I'm not even sure about that. We're going to ferry some more troops over that way. Come on, there you go. Can I even do it now? Okay, yes. I don't know if you had to keep them as a tribute for long enough. So we're going to do that. Going to hurt our relationship, minus 50. But the vassalization, in fact, will be possible. We just have to improve our relations again, with them again. That's going to be great. That's going to be very good. So I just have to wait for us to be able to send them something. There's our final integration. And an important decision. Okay, let's I'm going to start improving relations over here. But now we can finally do it. We can take this Japan is united decision, which people wanted us to do, which is going to give us the same, switching over to Japan through military or this way results in the same base modifier. But this way does give us 100 of each power, and people really wanted to see the diplomatic way. So there we go. We can do this. Bam. Fantastic. New traditions and ambitions. Do we want to switch over to the Japanese Andean traditions? Or we can keep Ashikaga. So let's go and compare, though. EU4 Japan ideas. Alright, so what we're going to get, I mean, I guess we can compare them one at a time. I don't know. But the thing is, the first thing with Japan is it does give you, well, cheaper stability cost modifier, but it gives you a boost to discipline, which is really nice. It gives us -2 national unrest, which is amazing. 20% more national manpower, which is amazing. 5% cheaper tech cost. 10% faster institution spread. More ship durability, which is fine. More flat yearly prestige, which is fine. 20 global settler increase, which is amazing. Less aggressive expansion impact, which will be relevant later on. And 15% infantry combat ability, according to the wiki. Some of these numbers were changed recently. I don't know if this reflects them or not, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. Because now all of a sudden, our units are much, much, much better. We've got to complete this. So the aggressive expansion impact is the last one. I don't care about this quite as much, but by completing this, we also get the 15% infantry combat ability, which is going to be massive. Massive, massive, massive. We are an empire, which is great. Currently, we are feudal monarchy, giving us more manpower, more income from vassals, which doesn't matter that much. The monthly autonomy change is very nice, although we can get more of it if we went administrative monarchy. Give us production efficiency, more taxes, and this. So we would lose the manpower modifier, but we get a lot more money. We're going to go despotic monarchy for less unrest, cheaper and justified demands, but not... I mean, administrative monarchy is the more advanced form of what we're looking at. And if I don't have a whole bunch of vassals, then, and I don't. I mean, we have some little things, but I'm going to consider that to not matter. So what we get by going to administrative monarchy is doubling the monthly autonomy decrease, which is great. We'd lose the 10% national manpower modifier, but gain a lot of extra money. So that's actually a really tough question. And the thing is, normally I go through the entire game without ever changing my government type. And as such, I think I'm going to change it this time. Or do we want to wait for one of the more advanced ones? It's going to take forever to get there. You know what? I'm going to switch to administrative monarchy. Manpower be damned. Administrative monarchy. I just want to. So I'm going to. So there it is. Done. Haha. All right. Let's do some conversions. We got a little bit of provincial unrest growing, but not really much. Mandate of Heaven. CB is still there. Tidor wants a royal marriage. So that's another small one, right? Or wait. This is turn 8. Tidor, actually, looks like they don't like me as much. Over here. Why don't we just do them all? So why did this go worse? Our government rank? Well, because you're a kingdom, I think. That's fine. How come it's not as good as before? It felt like we were much, 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 much closer to having that happen. This is all Tudor. They're going to be bigger, so it's going to be harder to do. I don't know if I need to marry them. I think I'm going to say no to marrying them. And call that good enough. Alright, so our only subjects now are all of our tributaries over here. We lost a diplomat somewhere along the way. Which is interesting. Our colonists are still out. I guess we had +1 diplomat from our last ID groups. Which is handy, but not the end of the world. The Bushi needs some more land. Do you really? I want to go here. Estates view, get a bit of an idea. We want to give them something. Oh, this is an ideal one over here. If it's it's not actually one of our states. This is not too bad. Let's give this the Bushi. Bring them up to 11.1. There we go. Satisfy them. All right, Japan. Is our color exactly the same, or have we turned slightly? We're slightly more desaturated. Now we're the same color as Pazai instead of the same color as Majapahit. Okay. How long is this? Because spies are actually being kind of annoying right now. So I'd rather not decrease our foreign spy detection, which is normally something I don't care about. So we'll take the prestige hit, even though yeah, this is usually the opposite of how we want to go. But that's okay. We would still love to get a lot of admin power, because what we would still love to do is finish this idea group so that we can get our 15% infantry combat ability if we can. Meanwhile, we're above our force limit because we did annex those guys. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and disband these things. I think I'll leave them there. Our force limit will improve as our various autonomies drop down here. We want to take a look at our money situation. Institution, we are still far away from being able to soak that in. I mean, it will be very expensive in the first place. Although, we'd have enough money if it spread to enough places. Ah, another colony has become self-sustaining. Excellent. And so what I think I'm going to do, now that I've got this little toehold here and we can potentially do other things, I'm going to send my colonists out to... Oh, I didn't actually have a colonist there. I'm going to recall this one. Wait a tick, and then send it here. Boom. We're going to keep taking these little islands, because they're freebies that we don't have to worry about guarding with various troops. And I think I will go ahead and move you over here. My explorer... Okay, so you are still wandering around, which is good, and my explorer is wandering along this coast over here, which will hopefully let us do some colonization stuff over here. But yeah, we might consider just warring with all these guys so that we can unify Mexico under our banner and gain control over that trade node before Europeans go and settle up over there. I'm not seeing... I mean, so Newfoundland is over here from England. I don't see really anything else. I mean, there's French Brazil. So there's a few things here and there, but not much. Oh! The Silver Mountain! Another city! Yes, we are going to bring them and find the silver. We're going to hunt for another city of gold. It turns out you can potentially look for more than one. We might not succeed. I don't know if you can fail at that point or not. I don't know how those events work, but we'll see. We've got a couple more people doing some trade stuff. I think we probably want to... You know, if you doing Nippon is fine. Well, no, because we have even more land, so we have even more control of the trade. So, no, I'm going to change you. Protect trade. You're going to join up in Beijing. And you as well. You are going to protect trade in Beijing. There we go. And hopefully you'll all group up and that'll be fine and hunky-dory. Lots of money banked up, which is good. Oh, we've got scurvy. Let's just spend money to send them medicine. That's going to be okay. How's the institution process going? It's going pretty quick over here. How come this one... Hang on, there was one that was 2. Why is this one so fast? I guess it just has extra spread modifiers over here. All right. We have a lot of institution spread speed. Don't we? That wasn't one of my old ideas over here, right? No, it was the splendor thing over here. We've got the spread where we've got the religion, which is great. We can do more exploration here. So please do that. I like that you can just park yourself over here now. Northeast Pacific Coast, let's do that. I feel like I've actually got most of the Northeast Pacific Coast. I think it's just like the little islands over here. That's it. So there's not much to explore, but we may as well do it. I don't remember if there's like important centers of trade over here or not. There may be. I've got enough money. Okay, yes, turn it. So you... Well, if we shrink our distance between borders, which is going to happen, if we colonize over here, then we can probably go and start diplo-annexing you people. So that can be something we consider with our little path over here. I was about to do something else. Oh, yeah, so I was going to look at potentially doing some buildings. So again, the taxation buildings, not a whole lot of high-value ones. Jeju is going to be great, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't think the courthouses are that meaningful. Trading markets... There we go. So that icon, it must be the trade power one, but we're seeing in that manufactory for a while. So I don't know. We are... Do we care about that over here right now? I mean, we must. More trade power over here isn't doing anything, though. That's the thing. We're going to want a lot of trade power so that we can develop, say, like move our trading port to Malacca. And that might be the thing to look at, is doing that. And then the thing is, we don't necessarily need control over everything here for us to have trade over here. We can try to transfer as much trade as possible here and then still collect trade in Nippon. There's that. I think maybe then, though, we could go for more naval force limit, but I don't think we're even quite there yet. I think we're going to drop down some more manpower buildings. There we go. Try to keep us about 1,000 in the bank. We're going to want all the ship buildings at some point, too. Well, we might not have enough coast for that. We'll see how it goes. Waving the white flag. 2 tribes are... oh, they're rivals. Right. We could bury the hatchet, so we could get bonus relationships or gain diplo power. Yeah, I don't care about our relationships over here. So let's just get... It's only 10 diplo power, but let's do that. I mean, maybe I should care about my relationship with some of the native tribes over in the Americas, but I don't think so. Keep doing exploration. Let's call it the Southeast Pacific. That sounds like something we actually would like to see over here. That's going to be swell. My Conquistador is fighting, probably ran into some rebels again. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. He's doing, like, halfway okay. But, you know, we needed at least 3/4 okay. Or those guys to jump in a little sooner. Okay, a bunch of modifiers are expiring. I'm just going to wait a second here. Tell these guys to go back to explore when you can. You'll get reinforced. You're going to be fine. Let's take a look at our estates. We're good here. Nothing to do here. And I guess nothing to do here. Okay. So you actually are slightly sandwiched for the moment. Your button's on. You're not moving. It's probably you're just waiting for reinforcements and whatnot. So we'll recheck you in a little while. My navy's all grouped up again, which is good. And I could build some heavies. That's something I could do. Now, I don't have enough heavies to truly fight against the Ming. So it's probably not worthwhile. It's probably just worth going all light all the time. For the time being. Anyone else want to... No tributaries. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more of that. That's going to be fine. So, I should Royal Marry you. Well, if I think there's any chance that I can Diplo-annex you, which is probably going to happen. You know what? Let's do it. And maybe I'll go ahead and cancel the tributary, because you're just sending me a few bucks every year. Although, it's not nothing. Well, 9 is pretty weak. Oh, Rise of a Pretender! Okay, hold on. So, who are we? We're 331. We're gonna get... Where's that? Kozuke is over there. That's fine. We can grab, say, you, and send you over here. We'll just wait before we hit this button. Try to get the troops to be there first. Which should actually be okay. Oh, this is Tidor as well. They're surprisingly big. Maybe we'll just leave you as a tributary then, because you might be too big to Diplo-annex, at least for now. We'll see how it goes. We can recall that diplomat. That's going to be fine. So, troops are in position. Okay, there you go. They are attacking us, and we've got superior numbers. That's what we're looking for. So yeah, I'm not capped on my ships anyway, so... Although the local shipbuilding time modifier is also kind of nice. Let's do another 300 manpower building. I think that's going to be worthwhile, and then chase these guys. Didn't realize we didn't even stack wipe them. That should be that. Okay, good. So you can go back over here. Still worried about the Ming. I'm surprised they haven't done anything yet. Clearly not as aggressive as the a user, as a human player, but we'll take it. Right, we still want to embrace the next institution before we go and make more states, if we can. Any chance? No, we've made some progress here, and yeah, it's not going to be hard. We'll probably embrace it relatively early. Oman has started their golden era. Good for them. 4 colonies on the go. The Amida Buddha. Ooh. Oh, we could change our state religion. Japan gets Buddhist Japan. So, yeah, we'd become Buddhist. Ooh. So, the Ikko Ikki. That's a lot of rebellion. Do we want to become Buddhist? Or do we want to stay Shinto? I don't know if I care that much. It does give us a boost to our morale. Buddhism's got some interesting modifiers, I think, too. No, I want to stay Shinto, just because, you know, they made a bunch of changes to it not that long ago. So I need to go and get a ton of people to sit in Kyoto before we do this, if at all possible. So we got time before the first button gets picked automatically, which is the one we want to have go, so we can just mostly ignore this one. Spy networks. Ooh. New World Colonization, we need to keep that going on. Yes. Okay, that's good. So ferry everyone over. We might want to build more cogs even so we can move people a little faster. I don't know. But I think if we are going to spend money at this point, we may as well get up to our naval force limit. Seems like the way to go. And there's no way we're close, so let's go ahead and... 1, 2, 3. There we go. Just under 1,000 gold. That'll get us to our naval force limit. Many barracks are finishing. Workshop as well. That's okay. All right. Let's make sure we've got our leader here. Oh, do we want to put our king here? Our king's not super good, right? I mean, he's not terrible, but yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll save some points. No, that's not terrible. And hit this button. Bam. So it did convert one of our provinces, but that's hardly the end of the world. And actually, switching over to Buddhism would have screwed up our which one is it? Institution spread bonus, because we would have had a horrible religious mismatch. And that would have been miserable. Okay. So that's going to be cleaned up, no problem. We're going to just send you back over here. Ming still hasn't done anything. The problem is no one's going to challenge Ming. Ming's got no one that they're going to war with or anything like that, and as a result, they're never going to be in a position where we can jump on them and to take advantage of their vulnerability, so that we can wrest the throne away from them. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to expect that I'm going to want to colonize over here. So I'm going to put some dudes in here preemptively. I think that will be the next thing we do, so we can get a little closer here and maybe develop some relationships. We've got free diplomats. I suppose we're not... we don't really have much in the way of subject countries. I'm going to go and... let's spread it around. We'll do this. They've got different criteria to work with. Yeah, you're improving relations with the Ming. I'm not sure if that's worthwhile. This is our rival here, buddy. Whatever. Do it anyway. It's fine. Fire and forget. You had a battle going on somewhere. That's interesting. You are going back on Auto Explorer over here. Because that was here. You're actually fighting the rebels again. I think because of the wasteland or something over here, things are tough. We're going to get global trade power for 10 years. Well, that's really nice. Apparently you're de-sieging this for now. I don't know if that's important, but it is something that you are doing. Explorer is explorating. We can make more states, but again, we're going to wait. We might, if we had more money, we might be able to... Not quite. No, we could, actually. It is just a sliver of green. Okay. Now, we don't have to rush it in that we... Oh, you landed over here, but that's okay. In that we don't really have the points to go up in tech right now anyway. Although, no, you know what? We're kind of on the cusp. So, no, as soon as we can take the institution, we will. And then we actually will probably be able to go in all 3 of the techs simultaneously. And won't that be nice? So everyone's busy. We've got our 4 colonies. Money's going up. We're not going to build anything quite yet. We definitely aren't going to state anything. We may build some more cannons for the next phase. We'll see how it goes. Weapons manufacturing. Barracks. Okay, that's all good and fine. And we have about half the manpower of the Ming. I could invest in this. And actually, we really do want to get this as quickly as possible. But we'd have to do this 3 times. Or, when do we get the next idea group? At 14. We could just level up twice, then unlock a new type of idea group at the same time. Can fabricate claim overseas and trade company regions. Less state maintenance is nice. The global trade power is particularly nice. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and try to finish expansion ideas, especially since there is the policy we can take for more global settler increase, which will be supremely powerful. So that's probably okay. Oh, explore, there it is. Boop. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Things are happening in Tibet. Things are happening in Guj. Colonies are going. Diplomats are swapping around. We got married. And we have a half-decent heir. I mean, 7 total points. 7's not impressive, but it's not bad, so I'm not going to complain. We got everlasting friendship. We are trying to convert someone somewhere, right? Is it still going at a reasonable rate? Yeah, it's still going fine. Manila gets a coastal center trade for the rest of the game. Oh, important natural harbor will be replaced. All right. It's fine. Sure. Things are happening over there. That's okay. Japan's spreading out very well. How much? What's my income right now? I could support another colony, but I think that would be foolish. Don't you agree? We want to drop down our inflation, though. We could get a tech, but that would be silly right now. We're not going to do that because we're going to wait. We're about to get the institution. Just need a little bit more admin power over here to do that. Boom. There we go. Drop that down. That'll probably save us money for the institution stuff as well. More exploration is done. Let's do a little bit more of that. Japanese Cascadia. I like that. I like the sound of it. So you're still a thing. You're still a thing. Good. Soon we'll turn this into an actual colonial nation. We're improving relations with France. Of course we are. Got to make friends with the French. Not that, you know, there's any relevancy. Yeah, we're too distant for any relationship with the Ottomans, and I'm not sure that it would be that helpful. We're going to say that sounds like a bad idea, so we can get that. We can embrace the institution, and, yeah, the second that we do, we can start teching up here again, although we're not going to be able to get the next admin tech at this time. What do we get here? More trade efficiency, the brig, and then we get the new cannons that we could start on right away. An advisor has died. I don't think the colonial range bonus helps. I don't think we need it. It's possible, though. Like, let's take a quick look. If we want to do things down in Mexico. Now, yeah, we can colonize adjacently to these guys already, so we don't need the colonial range. We could get a Diplo advisor. The Bushi, if I asked for... Oh, I can't get a minister. Never mind. At a fair amount of money, we could go for a level 3 guy. Diplo would help with certain things, but this is a lot of money, and we can do things with our money right now. I think I'm going to grab the Morale of Navies, even though we don't really need that. We don't really need any of these. I suppose I could kick one out and just try to get something else. Actually, why don't I do that? I'm going to wait a second for another advisor to come. So yeah, I don't know if any province is about to go to the next embrace and lowering our costs. We've got some things that are kind of close. We might be able to save some money if we wait a little bit. We'll see. Okay, this I think is probably worthwhile. The trade efficiency is not really going to pay for him, but it'll offset his costs some. Because the Merchants Guild, they don't have... Sorry, they do. Oh, Master of the Mint. That's an admin guy. No. It is kind of funny that you can't get a trader from the those guys. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And that's going to be fine. Then technically I can't do the institution right now, but I will be able to in just a moment. So I'm okay with that. There it is. And again, I might wait a little bit. I don't know. You know what? We got the 10% in there. Let's just embrace. It's fine. Boom. Done. Excellent. Stability cost decrease is good. We're going to pick up you. We're going to pick up you. Boom. Boom. We can get new types of cannons, which is really nice. Okay, our cannons, what do they make the most damage with? They make the most damage with fire. Right, of course. So we want the extra pip in the fire, which is the large ones. And large sounds better. So we're going to do that. Our castle situation is fine. If we do have some force limit, I think we may, I might still be over it. No, we're exactly there. I was going to say we'll start building some new cannons at this point because we actually got a pretty good bonus. Conversion successful. Let's convert you on the mainland. Saved by a princess. Oh, yeah. So we'll spend the money. Close to, like, taking out a loan there. Oh, okay. Ming has declared war. Well, on that cliffhanger, we're going to put a cut in here. And we're going to start fighting against Ming. The problem that's very annoying is this happened right after I spent all my money. So the institution was good, but should I have just banked? I don't know. I'm going to tell you one thing, though. we are going to raise war taxes right away. It's going to cost us some points. We don't get the free war taxes anymore, but the extra money will make a big difference. I'm actually considering taking out like an instant loan and starting to get some mercs. I mean, we're capped on manpower, but that's going to go away real soon. Start threading in some mercenaries over here is a definite possibility. The other thing that might be a possibility is hired adventurers. And I think that's actually an excellent idea for now. We're going to have to go like whole hog into this. We're going to have to go whole hog into this. All right. This is the big one, you guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.